You made me nervous.
This I'm not going to do
You
it.
made me a little nervous. I was a little nervous, just a little bit, but I get it. Listen, we're a little late, but we here.
Yes. Hey y'all. How are y'all this evening?
Just throw it back Thursday. Throw it back Thursdays. I ain't even got my water. Sheesh. I'm trying to make it through without it.
Yes. Let's Hey y'all. I feel like I just need to keep saying hey y'all. How y'all doing? Like how y'all feeling this evening?
Has it been one of those kind of days? Just the hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all.
Yeah, kind of. I feel like I've been in my feelings a little bit.
Oh, I don't like that.
I don't like it either, but it's okay. It's
I don't
okay.
like that.
I don't want to look like I've been in my feelings, hence my little
Yeah, well,
hi-
you don't look like you've been in your feelings,
thank
so
thank you. You look beautiful as well.
thank you, thank you. You know, I that feeling shit be for the birds.
What the fuck? Yeah, I'm saying, but it's cool. Like, good days, bad days, in between days. I feel like it's not a bad day because nothing bad happened. It's just an in between day.
Mm, yeah, I get it. I kind of felt that way today. I wasn't really in my feelings though. It's just like I think it's just been this week. This week for me has just been like,
It's been increasingly long.
yeah. It felt like it was going to be a little short because we was off Monday, but it's only Thursday, and it's like I just needed to get over. I just needed to be over with. Like I got a busy weekend though too. So, well, not really, but kinda. I gotta go all the way to Delaware on Saturday, and then figure out if I'm going to come all the way back home, or stay out in Delaware, and then have to drive back Sunday. So I don't. It's that's a lot in itself. That's a 2 hour drive.
That is a lot. And then depending on what time you coming back, would decipher whether or not I'll be spending the night.
Yeah, but you know how you don't want to, like, you don't want to spend the night. Like I don't like spending the
I'm
night.
I don't like I'm not a spend the night girl.
I like to sleep in my own bed, be in my own bed. But anyway, how okay? How's everybody? I don't know if what's going on, but we're here. That's all that matters. We're here, and yeah. So before we officially get started, I might as well just jump right in. So make sure you guys, if you are on Facebook, please like the whole entertainment Facebook page. Like and follow that page that is home to Foreplay with B, as well as the Rabbit Hole 13. And also, if you are on YouTube, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the whole entertainment YouTube page. Like, subscribe, and all of those good things. Again, so you'll be privy to all of our new and past shows. And join BB's Beauties in the Rabbit Hole 13 Facebook group. BB's Beauties is a woman empowerment group. Men are welcome, but like I say, don't be a creep. And also join the Rabbit Hole 13 Facebook group. Now that is a private group, so you would have to send us an invite, but no worries, we will accept you. That is for you to have access to hilarious content to get you throughout your day. I had a brain fart a little bit. And inappropriate things if that's your jazz. And as always, please like, comment, and share. If you are comfortable, share, like, comment, drop us in, bring a friend, tag a friend. You know, we ain't picky about
Yes,
that.
yes, and ghost watch. Let us know what you thinking. Let us know what's on your mind. You know what I'm saying? Let
Yeah,
us know
you have more fun when you comment.
you
It's way more fun and
or
more engaging.
even if you don't watch it when we do it live, you can still go back and watch it and leave a comment. We will see it.
We will, and we appreciate all the love, even the hate.
We
Mm.
need feedback. We like it.
Even
It's
the
welcome.
hate. So, okay, so like I said, might as well jump right in, get it right out. So I am your host Bianca Monroe, aka Miss Monroe. If you are nasty, I am a self-proclaimed free spirit. I march to the beat of my own drum, and I do not subscribe to any of the social norms. Some people may call me a unicorn, depending on the day. Hey, hey.
And
It just depends. It might, whatever day you catch me on. But anyway, my motto is be original because it costs more than a copy. Like I always say, now is disclaimer time. This is not a kid friendly show. This is for grown adults only. So if your kids aren't in bed, again, I don't judge. I just suggest you may want to put your earbuds, headphones, earpods, whatever you call them, whatever you got, put them in. Maybe go to another room. Because I don't want to be held responsible for anything that your child may hear and or repeat. It may question you about later. So just to alleviate all of that, you might want to do that ahead of time. Also, the purpose of this podcast, it is a sex positive podcast for you to let go of your inhibitions, let your hair down, and let your freak flag fly. Um, while getting comfortable with your sexuality. You may not be the only one who's into certain things. So it's good to find your community and your group and all of that. So the only thing that I ask though is that any form of disrespect will not be tolerated. Please don't say it to us if you would not want us to say it to your mother, your brother, your sister, your uncle, whomever. Just don't bring it here. Like I said, we are grown. This is a safe space and it will be treated as such. So, like I like to say, let's keep it light, let's keep it fun, and welcome to the Playhouse.
and
I need a sip. I always need a sip after that.
yeah, definitely needs a sip.
So, also the word of the show is consent. I now decided to make that into a drinking game. So, anytime we say consent, like if you are a fan of the rabbit hole, like when we say titties in the back, you want to take a sip of whatever it is that you are drinking, just so you can get more loose, relaxed, and all of
Or
this
puffs, if
thing.
that's your vice.
Yes, it
Puff.
definitely is also a 420 show. You can definitely puff and all of those things. So what you will want to do, like I said, if you haven't subscribed and or like, you would want to do that so that way you don't miss the Rabbit Hole 13 live every Wednesday at 9 p.m. hosted by Mr. Cheese, me, myself, and comedian Taj Mahal. Well, they're both comedians, but yeah, you catch my drift. It's a good time. It's definitely a good time. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. I hope Cheese is in here and he heard me say that. And like I said, the titties in the back is one of our drinking games on the rabbit hole. So if you are a silly rabbit and you watch the show regularly, you already know what that means. Also, we have the meet and greet coming up Wednesday, July 12th at 8 p.m. So you guys might want to mark your calendars for that date because all four of us will be in the building at one time. And it will be a good time. Come, kick it with us. Come get to know us. And I don't know, just do all of that at one time. So, Sita, is there anything you want to say, or you anything you want to say to the people before we get started?
You know what I just learned, right? I learned that we're supposed to hold the glass by the stem.
Yeah, that's them. I know that.
As a lady,
I'm halfway a lady sometimes, depending on what I'm drinking. But
yeah,
yeah, if you hold the glass by the stem, because if you hold it by the glass, I heard that it can make your drink warm or something like it's
no,
a.
not necessarily. It was like etiquette. Like etiquette is what I
Mm-hmm.
know. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. I didn't know that.
Okay. So let's see who we have in the building. Mr. Cheese with the first comment. So he is in here. It's a vibe.
Hey, cheese! It's a vibe.
It's
How about this? How about wait? Let me do something for Mr. Cheese. Don't kill me.
no.
It's a moist vibe. Ew.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say something else what he was saying last night. I don't like it for him. And my cousin Aisha is in the building and she's here for it. Thanks, cuz, for pulling up. I love you so much. Facebook user, hey BB. Also, if you are coming up Facebook user, you may want to switch to YouTube just based off of the fact that we can shout you out by name. Also, what am I? Oh, you might have a little bit more leeway with your comments, so you won't be subjected to Facebook jail. So,
Yeah.
so you might want to do that. Okay. If not, but if you're comfortable being with an anonymous, that's fine with me too. Brandy is in the building with the hey ladies. Hey Brandy. We appreciate you every week for showing love. Facebook user, hey ladies, Mr. Cheese with the angry faces, because it's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe all the time.
I kind of feel like Brandy is the third co-host, like low key.
Kind of, sort of. Like, yeah, she's definitely always in the comments with, her. She
Hilarious,
don't never let cheese live on nothing
hilarious commentary. Okay.
all day long. Let's see, Brandy, how you like that? You the third co-host of Foreplay with me, maybe the fourth on the rabbit hole. Let us know. And here he go with his bullshit cheese.
Cheese whiz. I'm gonna say it for you. Come get some of this cheese whiz.
No, I don't like that. That is disgusting.
I like.
Oh, okay. So it's my good girlfriend Hadia that is coming up, Facebook user. We ain't seen you in a couple weeks. I hope everything is good and fine with you. But as always, I appreciate the love. And Fadi is with the sup girls with the red rose. Hey girl. And my cousin said just showing love to y'all with 3 kissing emojis.
Yes.
And she's saying, hey girl. How do you saying hey girl? So, all right. So it's time to officially get this. I think we done said hello to everybody who's commented and who's watching and didn't comment. Like I said, just feel free to just jump in whenever you feel the need to.
Yeah. Appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Hopefully, I don't have too bad of a luck with these cards. I went back to this deck. So hopefully it'll be something good coming up. But I mean, even if you guys may have a little quick icebreaker question, you could definitely throw it in the chat and we'll be happy to answer it. So this is the segment that I like to call Secrets and Spice. All right, I hope we get a good one because I hate when I be like, don't like it. Don't like it. I don't know if I think I might have asked this, but I don't know. This is still a good one, so I can throw it back. Um.
It's cool. Hey, I can hear. Go ahead.
Okay, girl, you scared? Girl, you scared me.
It's,
You know nerves is bad. And I didn't roll up a smoke before the show, so I'm already anxious. So, first question: how many times can your partner say no to sex before you start looking for it elsewhere? I think I might have asked that already, but I
no,
feel like this is a good question.
I don't think I'm not going to go looking for it elsewhere. But it's definitely a conversation. I would say you got a good 3 times with me.
Is it a good 3 times and then you start looking for it elsewhere, or is it?
No, it becomes a conversation. Like the
Okay.
first time, yeah, I'm saying no. I'm not going to say no. You might be tired, might not be in a mood. I don't know. I'm giving you grace. Second time, I'll give you grace. Third time is what's up?
Okay.
What are you getting it elsewhere? But yeah, I'm not going outside my relationship. I'm not into that. But definitely, it's definitely a conversation. It's definitely got my ears open. It's got my eyes wandering. It has me like looking at you closely with a microscope. Like, what we doing?
Oh, it's
What's
the antennas is up. Boop.
boop boop boop? With your antennas.
All the way up. Yeah, 3 is a good number. Me personally, I wouldn't look for it elsewhere either. It may possibly be a conversation, but also for me, if I'm like initiating it and you turn it down, and after a while I'm just not, that's going to deter me from doing it. Also,
Yeah,
like, because it's kind of like it's still like a kind of form of it's a form of rejection. It
yeah.
is a form of rejection. So for me, it would be probably 3 times, and then I may have a conversation, or I just may not even bother to do whatever again. Um, but I just want to know, like, if never mind. I lost my train of thought. Just keep this party moving. Just so let's see what the comments say. So Aisha Waller, hey boo, she pulled up. Facebook user with 4 heart emojis. Again, if you guys are coming up Facebook user, you might want to slide to YouTube. But like I said, if you like to be anonymous, there's no problem with me. My cousin Aisha said, head or full intercourse? That's a good question. We're gonna come back to that. Um, Facebook user said yes, it's 3 for me, and they feel that's a good answer. That's a good answer. That was for your answer, I believe. And Brandy said 2.5 is her limit. What's half?
I
What
guess
they consider?
whether it was intercourse or foreplay. What did she say? Intercourse, or what was the other thing?
Um,
Head, of course. Full
head
and
or full intercourse.
I
For
think
me,
that half. The head will be the half.
oh, okay. But for the head or the full intercourse, with full intercourse for me, that includes head. But if we just going intercourse or head, I would say, that's a tough one. It depends on how good he is at giving head. Because you got some
Oh,
people that are spectacular.
I
You
thought
got
she I thought she meant like as far as like
the
like
question.
if he declined, yeah, if he declined like the head, because you know how like they be
I
like
can't really see no man turning down head.
if he mad, I don't know, or if he getting this, or if he just emptied his bowl somewhere else.
I still can't see him turning down head.
I don't know. I mean, I don't. I've never had it happen to me, but yeah, I think that's probably what she meant. Maybe.
Oh, well, that's a good question, though. Let's turn that into a question because I'm not sure. So, sorry. Might have went another way. But head or full intercourse?
Oh, which one would I prefer?
Yeah.
I'm a head girl all day.
Really?
Yes, I told you I'm selfish. I'm always surprised by this. I don't know.
I want you to, we're going to work on that. I don't want you to be selfish this way. I feel like me personally, depends on how good the head is, how good he is at giving head.
You better be if you with me.
I mean, some niggas could just they're good at it enough to get the party going. Like you're not going to be mediocre at head and just think you're going to give me head. No, that don't. But if you are somebody that have me reaching for nothing,
That out of body experiences.
like hold on, got you know how it go. Got me making a mess. I wake up, I will get up when my ass works. That type. Then
That I'm a clean.
I can take just head, but if it's not just that, I'll take some intercourse after that. So Brandy said 2.5 for the number of no's, okay, because he's not getting a third no out his mouth because we fighting at that point. Okay.
Randy, say fast. I don't want no beef, baby. No beef.
No, I get it. Like I said, this is a safe space, so we don't judge you at all. No judge zone. But I don't want no smoke. So Brandy said, depends on the guy. I choose whatever is his strongest talent. See,
Yeah.
I get it.
Choose. I like that.
So
how do you tell him you ain't so good at that? How do we say that to our partner? Like
our partner or
or he's your partner at the moment that y'all are,
okay, so I'm normally tactless, but when it comes to my partner, I try to have tact because I obviously give a fuck about you if you're my partner. So how I try to do it is I'll try to like ask him about my performance. So then he would then feel comfortable to be like, well, what about me? Oh, I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked. So I feel like you can work on this in this area, or you might could do this or do, however.
Work on this. That sounds like a teacher grading a paper. Okay.
I feel like, okay, with men, I really do realize it's like you can't say I, or you made, you did. No, you. Like, so you gotta, like I said, most men, you gotta try to make it seem like it was their idea in the first place. So it's easier to land that blow if you like, well, how can I approve? And then if he ain't a selfish ass bastard, more than likely he'll say, oh, okay, well, what about me? And boom, this is what it is. Like, without it being like, well, bitch, how long you been, like coming off as, what am I trying to say? Point the finger. What's the word for it? Point.
I mean, that's
Place the blame. Point.
like,
Yeah,
blame.
that's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, I don't know.
So how are you telling them?
My face says it all. Like at my face, it says it completely all. Like if I'm not it, and I feel like I'm if I love you and I see that, then I probably am a little bit more gentle with my words
Mm-hmm.
versus if I really could care two fucks about you.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm at the point right now where I'm calling you out in the middle of it. Like I'm not even giving it till
That
it's
tap
over.
tap. I told you about that. The tap tap tap. um. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I don't have grace for somebody who I don't foresee anything going with. It's like this is not I don't like it.
that ain't it. Okay.
I don't like it. But if it's with my partner, like I am a little bit more graceful. But most of the time, like my face, they be like, "Oh, you wasn't really into," and I'm like, "No, I didn't really like whatever part and part." And I'm, but then here's the asshole in me, because then I once they ask me that, then I'll ask them like about was it something that I could
Was it something I said?
was it no it was something not something I
Oh, I
said
know what you mean.
about my performance, but once I say whatever I say first, nothing normally comes after it. So, but I'm open to criticism and critique. Like,
I mean, you gotta be, because everybody is not that cookie cutter thing. So what he liked or what she liked might not be the same for whomever it is that you with now. So that's why it pays attention to look for the nonverbal cues. Like, pay attention to her about his or her and her body. Pay attention. You have to pay attention to certain signals and certain things in order for you to have the best sexual experience. Just my opinion, but who the fuck am I? I ain't nobody. But I'm just saying. So each said I can have some good head and be good if it's given longevity. I could definitely be good on some good head. I don't necessarily, I learned that not too long ago. Like, I don't necessarily need penetration.
oh, I told you this a couple weeks ago.
I mean, I learned that a couple years back. I did. Like, I thought it was like, okay, no, I needed it. But then I met somebody that just definitely paid attention, and he knew what spots to hit. And then it was to the point where it was after the fact, I'm rolling over like, thank you.
That's been my experience. That has been my experience.
That's a wonderful experience. Shout out to them. Heidi said, how crazy seeing you as I was breezing through. Might have to call you for a recap. Got a book club in a few minutes. Okay, well, thanks. We appreciate you just pulling up and making your first comment. Keeping the comments coming. Facebook user said, that's not your strong suit, baby. Oh, that's how you tell them. Okay. Or tell her. Okay. Yes. Another Facebook user and strength emoji. And Brandy said, if he's eating it wrong, I usually just tap and interrupt by saying, I want to feel you inside me so we can skip straight to humping.
Cute. That's cute.
Real cute.
That's cute. I've used that. I like that. That's cute.
And Dre, is always, where's the tits? I can't. I
I need.
guess that's just gonna be his
I
trademark on every show.
I need 30,000. Okay, Dre.
Dre with the where the tits.
Her tip.
We're more than our tits, okay? We're more than our tits. I'm just saying. But anyway, he said, "I miss your tits." LOL. I'm done. I'm done. I'm just done. Anyway, next question:
Consent, Dre. Damn.
is sex better when your partner is drunk?
No, I mean it depends on what kind of drunk. If it's like a on, like we both on or we're on, that's cool. But I don't want you like completely like out of it. You can keep it.
I don't, I don't necessarily care for drunk sex. High sex is wonderful. But drunk sex for me is not necessarily a thing. I feel like if my partner's drunk, then maybe I should be at least on.
Yeah, I said on. Like we both have to be on. I don't want us to be like,
I don't want him to be drunk and I'm sober
yeah. I
because
don't
I
like
feel like I would be irritated.
definitely, definitely. Yeah, and it's a
It's given. How no, but what's whiskey dick is a real thing.
hmm.
You,
I've never had whiskey. Do tell.
now, I mean, whiskey dick is that dick that's like, okay, he didn't had too much to drink, and he thinking he could get it to where, and it's just not happen. It's not a full. He not standing like City Hall. It might be a semi,
Um.
or the shit is like folding while he trying to like get. That's the shit. Like, all right, just get the fuck off me. Like, just.
Oh, okay. So we don't like whiskey dick.
I
Okay.
don't like whiskey dick. I don't. I like henny dick. Henny dick is something.
It's impossible.
Anything is possible on henny dick. I do like henny dick.
Henny coochie is some good shit too.
Henny,
Henny
henny
throat,
coochie had me waking up one day like, what the fuck did I? Like
Henny throat is another thing. It's like
on that henny is a little that it hit a little different. Like you really wake up questioning like, did I really do that last night? Did we really no fuck did we do this?
it almost might get you a damn. I almost love you, girl. It might. If you're doing
It's kind of like that scene on Hangover. Remember when the tiger was in the bathroom? They wake up and that's that's anything possible kind of night. Like,
anything's possible. Okay.
yeah, it definitely is. So Dre said, I'm crying. Facebook user said, hell no, so they don't think sex is better with their partner. I don't like drunk sex because they do too much. I don't I feel like niggas
It's a
that
combination.
they like
It's a
I
combination.
don't know. It's not sexy. It's just like you are really annoying. Like, here, lick my nipple. No.
Go sit your drunk ass down somewhere.
Like, cause I generally fuck with niggas that play a lot. Like they funny, they like to joke. I put my foot in your mouth, bitch. If you put your foot by my face one more time, I am gonna fuck you up. Like, no, it's not. It's not a thing for me. Drunk sex, him being drunk, and if I'm not either on or close to it, I don't like it. Dre said you might get pregnant drunk. Yeah, that's that henny thing. That each said lit sex, not drunk sex. Dre said, fuck drunk sex. LOL. Brandy said, not folding. Yeah, y'all know how it be. It be like, it's not, it's not really, like, it's, the base is fine. But
It's like the deer when they trying to the little lambs when they trying to walk and shit. Like it's not computing, boo.
it's that noodle. You know, that noodle that be like outside of grand openings. I'm sorry, that's stupid. What is that thing called? But that's what it gives, and I don't like it. Dre said Henny Coochie pees the bed.
She
I don't
ain't doing.
like. And each said Henny dick hit different. Have you doing shit you never did before? Don't shoot the messenger. It do. It definitely loosens your inhibitions. Like you did say you wanted to try that, right? Come on. That should put an S on your chest for real.
Yeah, trying shit you ain't think you was ever going to try.
Henny here might make me buy her a bag. LOL. That's from Jay. Yeah, that Henny hit is different. So next question. Hall pass. Okay. Wait, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. Who? Okay, for the people that have kids, while drunk, your partner confesses that the kids aren't yours. Do you take her word for it? His or yeah, well, it's her. Would you take her word for it and leave, or get a DNA test?
Who? I mean, that's a dangerous game some of these ladies play.
It definitely is.
It
First of
def-
all, why do you get that drunk that you will repeat that? Not saying that
they say a drunk tongue speaks to words. A sober mind, right?
mhm.
One of those things. Oh, that's heavy. That's a loaded. I don't know. I mean, I don't mean if I were a man and someone told me that they weren't that wasn't my child, my and probably my initial reaction would be to be upset and leave. But then once I've calmed down, I would then ask for a paternity test. But I also feel like depending on how long you've been in that child's life, um, it shouldn't. I know it shouldn't. I know it does matter, but it shouldn't matter. And I know that's easier said than done. But
Mm.
I feel like that's a dangerous game to play. I would never play that. I am very much so confident that my is my kids. That's their dad. Like you can take whatever strand, eyelash, hair follicle, clip, draw blood, and I'm not phased. I'm not sitting on Murray's couch wondering.
I feel like my thing is this, and it might sound wrong, but if like me personally, if I was in a situation where I'm messing with this dude, this dude, this dude, this dude, I pop up pregnant. I got to go to the clinic. Like, you not like I couldn't be a chick on Maury. Like I can't be testing this man, this man, this man, and this. I just can't do it. And honestly, I kind of have a conscience a little bit, and I can't be like, okay, so this is his baby, and then, but in the back of my mind, I'm thinking this might not be his baby. Um,
Damn dirty dog. Mm.
so I wouldn't put it on a nigga unless like I was 1,000% sure. Like, yeah, this is yours. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is all you all day. But
To me, it speaks volumes of what kind of person you are. Like you got this, you got that many possibilities.
eight and a possible.
I don't.
The
I don't.
bitch, the bitch like spades. I don't like it. I don't like it for nobody. Honestly, like I said, it's fucked up. I know I've heard of men that been taking care of kids for years. And I mean years, like high school, college age years, and then find out that ain't yours. I mean, by that point, it is yours. You might as well.
That's why
But
I said so. After so much time invested or spent or just energy put in, it's like it really shouldn't make a difference. But I know, like, easier said than done. I've never been in that position. I mean, I haven't. I would never put no one in that position because it's a fucked up thing. Like, you're not just fucking with their life, you fucking with the child's life. It's just so much, and it's a snowball effect.
it definitely is. So each said is giving sober up real quick. My thing is, what if she reveal it and then forget? Like,
Girl,
I got a confession because I'm good for that. I got a confession to make. But I don't be that. I don't know. I
you
might.
know what, nigga, you liable to get the shit slapped out of you.
You
Like,
I don't condone violence, but
I either.
I would definitely understand that. Like, especially yeah, sober up and both of y'all drunk and she said that shit. Like, wait, bitch, what you just said? What the fuck? Yeah, you might want to move. You might want to have a backup plan after that. LC is with the hey hey.
Hey,
Dre said, test up if them little fuckers don't look like me. Oh, fuckers. Brandy said Bianca gonna be at Cherry Street. Yes, I will. I sure will be. She also said mama's baby, daddy's maybe. Dre said it don't matter to me. I want all my money, time, and love back. Line
Lying,
ass.
lying ass. Lying.
I don't know. It be some niggas that be waiting for it though. Like, I can't wait for this bitch to say it ain't mine. Like, I mean, I don't feel like they should play with that even in an argument. I don't feel like there should ever be anything that you should hold over a man's head because, like Brandy said, it is mama's baby, daddy's maybe. So it is a chance that that might not be his. Like, I don't think women should use that as a weapon. LC said, I dated a man, his ex wife stepped out and had a child on him, his first child, and he didn't find out until the child was 9, and he still takes care of the child, but it sits heavy on his heart.
It does, and not God, like God forbid, like you and the something happens to the child or something happens to you, and then you learn out you have to get a blood transfusion or you have to get a
That's
kidney.
how it always come out.
Woo!
A medical emergency. That's how it always come out.
God forbid.
I don't know. I'm just saying. But you got any other questions before we wrap up Secrets and Spice?
No, I don't. I don't.
All right. So, like I said, if anybody got any other questions that you just want to feel like to break the ice, just throw them in the chat. If we'll see it, we'll answer it honestly. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But yeah, feel free. So this has been the end of Secrets and Spice. Let's see. So Brandy said, I remember when somebody said my son looked like the guy from Southwest Philly in front of my baby dad's sister. I was so mad. Whew, that's fighting words.
But but then if you fighting, right, then he like, well, is it true? You know what I'm saying? It's like a
I
double.
mean, don't play in my face like that. Like, don't play. Like, I don't have kids, but I know how I feel about my nieces and nephews. So that's probably like another reason why I don't have kids because I know how ape shit I probably go if I did. Like, don't play. I
Come
don't like people
here,
playing with kids.
come here. Let me talk to you real quick. Come help me with this. Let me talk to you real quick.
Yeah, like what you get out of that? But I don't know. It said, how do you know if your partner is sexually satisfied? Cause tend to go with the flow out here out of fear of hurting their partner. Okay, so how do you know if your partner is sexually satisfied? Because people tend to go with the flow out of fear of hurting their partner.
I feel like I mean I feel like I know for me, you know, with my last relationship, I would get a text like, boy, we had a time last night. You know? Or I'd be like, oh, I might send that back. Like, damn, daddy, like you really did something. Like, I don't know, but I'm definitely letting you know. I feel like it's communication. Like if I can't communicate with you about like something like that, or I don't want it. Like, I don't want you. I don't want this. Like, I need to be able to communicate, and I need you to be able to communicate what it is that you need or what it is that I need from you in order to make this thing work. Like, you don't know me, but I'm intentional, okay? And, no, okay? I need to know. So I'm not a go with the flow type girl. I'm not.
I am definitely a go with the flow type of girl. Intention is not something that I set often. However, I do believe that it is a feedback that you get from your partner. But I feel like men typically go with the flow more than a woman will go with the flow. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of men out here that are very sexually unsatisfied. And because they've been with said partner for X amount of years, they don't feel comfortable telling said partner or, because of how women, we like to internalize things. We like to, I don't think we're really that easy to talk to, especially when it comes to that. Like they say, we can't take criticism.
Yeah.
So instead of them just having the argument or having to go through all of that, they will either A, be sexually unsatisfied, but I don't believe that they'll be sexually unsatisfied too long, or B, they'll cheat.
Yeah. But like ladies, like you really have to like do your due diligence and ask. Like pride aside, ego aside, you really have to ask. And it's not like if you're like, especially if in the beginning stages of your relationship, or even if you're rocking in a couple months, like desires change, wants change, needs change, you know, like so you have to constantly check in and be like, what's up, like or let's try this, you know, or
Mhm.
like like how you feeling about me, like it's ways that you can open that door without it being too harsh or feeling like, you know, you being attacked. I feel like if you ask the question, like you'll get a better response versus feeling like he has to go outside or step outside, because that you don't want it to come out that way. Like, bitch, you ain't sucking dick good enough, and Wanda over here is
I
you
mean,
don't
look, however it's gonna come out, it's however it's gonna come out. I'd rather it
you
just
don't
come
want it
out.
to come out. Control it. You can control it if you.
But wait a minute. Now thinking about it, though, women might be out here that's sexually unsatisfied too, because men can't take it either. Like I do realize, like some certain men, like if you do something, and they'll be like, "Well, where the fuck you learn that?" Or if you say, "You know what, I want to try this," well, bitch, what? Why? Like, so I guess it is kind of a double edged sword.
It is, but I think you have to be. I think you have to. You have to say that. Like you have to. I think it's just a community. Like you have to constantly check in. Like
Mhm.
I don't think that what worked for you 2 years ago is going to work for you over the next 6 or 20, however long. Like, I feel like you have to constantly communicate, and if you can't communicate that, then that's a problem.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm a firm believer of checking in. I checks the fuck in. Okay. Especially like I said, if this something that I don't want to go nowhere, oh yeah, I'm definitely checking in. Like all, like I'm not gonna say all the time, but periodically, and you know, you just check in. Be the motherfucking Marriott, bitch. Check the fuck in, okay? And same for him. Like you have to, because like you said, not everybody grow the same. Not everybody wants it the same. Not the same thing that I wanted 2 years ago is the same thing that I want now. It might be, but it's a possibility that I'm not. So if it is something that's important to you, check in. Check mark. Brandy said country cooking got exposed. How you hiding your spouse or no? I'm not hiding my spouse. I told y'all I'm husband all day. Husband, 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 husband. That's my husband. Husband is calling. Hubby, 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 hubby. Husband, whatever the fuck I'm going to call him, he's going to be called that. But yeah, I'm not hiding it.
I'm
No.
not hot. I'm not hiding him, but I'm not posting either. So I don't know if it's like, because I feel like it's two different levels to that, right? Because you're not really big on posting, you know, so much of what you have going on outside
Mhm.
of this, right? So I'm not hiding him. It's not that he does not exist. It's not that you don't know that I'm married. It's not that you don't know that I'm spoken for. But I'm not putting it out there either. Like you see me, you know me. You when you see him, you know that's me, and when you see me, you know I'm his, like his. So we're not doing that. But I don't feel like because she didn't post her or that that she was hiding her. I don't feel like that because she constantly spoke that her young buck this and her young buck that and her young buck this and her young buck that, and she's been at events, you know, and saying her young buck did this and her young buck did that. Like, so I don't think that she's hidden it, but it's that's not the forefront, like, of what she got going on.
Yeah, I just feel like in this whole social media era, everybody feels like everything is up for grabs. Everybody feels like my thing is I might, depending on, you know, how much I like you around your birthday, I might post you on your birthday, say something cute or sweet then. But I don't really post too much of my personal life anyway. So it is more, I don't know. I don't know why. It's just something that I don't do. But I mean, if it makes him feel comfortable, okay, I want you to post me. I will. I'm not at the point now in my life where I'm just posting my boyfriend. I'm not doing that because he might be my boyfriend next week and I might have another one in 2 weeks. And
ain't
then people
never
want an
that
explanation,
big.
and I don't feel like I owe anybody an explanation. Like I don't. But when you open that door, people feel like they now have reason to talk about what's going on in your relationship, asking you how come you ain't post them in a while. Well, what's going on with this? Like I don't know. Like if that's your thing, that's your thing. But I sometimes feel like people that overly post their significant other is like, okay, now who are you trying to convince that you're happy, me or you? Like I don't know. It's a fine line for me. So it depends. If he's not my husband, he's not going up. I'm just not. That is not cute for me. Um, and even and vice versa. If he's posting me, I don't want people to feel like they got a right to intrude in my relationship and or like they know who I am and I don't know who. Like I don't like shit like that. So it's just not your business. It's not your business.
But I
I'm
don't
not
think.
gonna hide him. If you close to my life, you know who he is. You know he around, and that's that.
Yeah, I don't think she hit him. I don't think she hit her though. I don't feel that she did because I mean, I granted I haven't been on social media that heavy like over the last like few years, but as far as I can remember, Saul mostly posts like about her
Her
business
business.
and what she doing in the community. And every now and again, like when she show off, she'll be like, "My young buck," this like just letting the people know that she's spoken for. I don't think that she was hiding her. I really don't.
I didn't even know nothing about it. If it ain't in my bubble, I don't know what happens. Like unless somebody tell me. I gotta
Yeah,
get out of that though, because I really it'd be like if it's not in this bubble, it's like I don't know what goes on outside, what's happening, who did what, who said what. I never even heard of the story. But I mean, like I said, some things you have to maintain some form of privacy for some form of peace. And I'm a firm believer in that. LC said she's going to ask his ass. She said, "Fact, Cedar." Brandy said, "You funny as shit." Or funny as fuck, excuse me. LC said, "My man, my man, my man."
my man.
My man, my man, my man. But it's no one's business. Facebook user said, "See, there's power in privacy." Brandy said, young buck is definitely an old buck." I think that's what threw me off about the situation. And Facebook user said, "Yes, it's all in your business."
I think they kind of look like sisters. Have you seen said person?
I don't
I'll send it to you. It was sent to me. But yeah, I definitely think that they kind of look like sisters. But you know, to each his own. I'm
Oh
happy.
wait, it's a girl?
Hmm.
Oh, see, yeah, girl, I don't know shit. Cause I just heard you say look like sisters. So I'm like, wait, okay. I mean, hey, whatever floats your boat, what makes you happy. I no not here to judge. So we might as well. I mean, this feels like we already got into it, but we might. Oh, did I do pillow talk? Did I say that
No.
yet? Okay.
Mm-mm.
So yeah,
Drop,
that's what we doing now. That's what we doing next.
drop.
Here it is. I don't know how the fuck. I don't know where I was. I'm sorry, but it felt
Right.
like he was doing it for a minute though. Okay.
It really did. So while we're on the topics of relationship, how old is too old to be a girlfriend and or boyfriend? Hmm. Now
I,
for me, I am 33 and I am too old to be a girlfriend. I will no longer be claiming that's my nigga, that's my boyfriend, but that's my boyfriend. We're not doing that. I'm too old. That died honestly in my 20s. I do not want to be a girlfriend. I don't want to say that's my boyfriend. It's not me. It's not becoming of me. I'm too good to be a girlfriend. I am now on the level of that's my fiance, and if that's not my fiance, that's my person right now. A significant other, but I'm too good for it. I'm too good for it. I'm too old for it.
girl. girl, I could be a girlfriend for the rest of my life. I don't believe in entering any relationship that I need a lawyer to get me out of. That's just how I feel. I don't want to have to divide assets and things of that nature if it doesn't work. Okay, but here's my thing is this. If it's a good situation that I'm in, good relationship that I'm in, I'm okay with that. If I'm treated as if I get wife privileges, I'm fine with that. Like I'm not just going to be a girlfriend. Like no, like I'm not a girlfriend and I'm not entitled or have anything. Like no, I'm not with that. But I'm okay with being comfortable. Like if we're comfortable in whatever spot that we're comfortable in, as long as I feel like I'm a priority and that you give a fuck about me, you don't play about me. That's the difference. You don't play about me, I'm cool. But if marriage is not necessarily my end game, I would love companionship. Not saying that I wouldn't. But I'm not somebody that's like, yeah, I'm 35, so I'm looking to be married by 37, and I'm looking to have 2.5 kids by the time I'm 45. Like I'm not that. Like that, I don't. Like I said, I go with the flow.
You don't need
I'm gonna go with the
time.
flow, type of girl.
And I'm very much so. It's not that I need a timeline because I'm not putting a timeline on my marriage, like when I'm married by, but I'm too old to be your girlfriend. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not too old to be your girlfriend. I'm not playing house. I'm not doing none of that. Those I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, got the autograph, not doing
Mm-hmm.
that. Significant other, moving on to wife, moving on. That's it. That's the angle.
Okay, I can
That's it.
respect it. I can respect it. And Melvita said, "Hey, King Cedar."
Hey.
Brandy said 70 is too old. Sade, hey boo for pulling up. I gotta
Hey.
talk to you too about something too. So text me because I need to talk to you about something. But I keep forgetting to hit you up. So make sure you text me so I can remember. She said over 4 years is too long. So okay, so over 4 years of being in a relationship with somebody is too long. Okay. LC said it's my significant other. And Sade said my man, my friend, LOL. And Randy said, "You just meet a man and you fiance. You skipping the girlfriend part." LOL.
No,
Beyonce,
we're
do not pass go. Do
we're
not
not
collect
getting that.
$200.
But if we're exclusive, like if I meet a man, we're dating and it's going well for the next couple months or so, like if it's going well, then
So what's
it's
the timeline?
for me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if I'm rocking with you within the a year or so, if we're not talking marriage, then what we talking about?
Hmm. Okay, so that kind of brings me to the video that you said. I didn't watch it because I like to be a natural reaction on camera, but it kind of brings me to this video, so I'm gonna just play it for you guys. Let me know what you think.
A lot of people DMing me, asking me how long does it take for a man to know if he wants to marry a woman. Me personally, I don't think it takes more than 6 months. I really don't think it takes more than 90 days. He knows if he wants you around. He knows if he can't live without you. He knows if you're the best thing to happen in his life. And men that usually know this, they don't play no games. They're putting the ring on it ASAP. They want you off of themselves. They can't even stand the thought of somebody having you, somebody entertaining you, somebody making you laugh, somebody making you come. So in order to lock that down, they're not going to play with that at all. If you've been dealing with somebody for years and years in and you haven't got the ring, and fuck the ring, because a ring means nothing. I know plenty of people that's engaged. But if that man ain't got on bended knee and rushed you down to the courthouse, rushed you down to the altar, if he ain't married you all 3 ways Islamically, through the courts and jumped over the broom, then he's wasting your time. Please don't let that man get your good years. Straight up, I am. So I'm getting a lot.
He said a lot.
That a lot.
He said a lot. I do believe a man knows if he wants you in your life. It doesn't take I don't believe it takes a long time for a man to figure that out and discover that. However,
Comma.
marriage is yeah, you already know my comma. Boop. It is. Marriage is a big commitment. My thing is, the reason why I say that I don't believe in getting into a relationship that I need a lawyer to get me out of, because I know for a fact if I ever was to get married, I'm not playing with it. I'm not playing with it. It's not something that I would like, especially if I'm saying this is who will be my person before God and before everybody else. That's not something that I'm going to take lightly. Now, for me, it's more of a I don't know what type time he on. Like you could be in love one day and the next you could be telling me that you love the bitch down the block. Like I don't that thing for me that I don't like that. Like I, that up and down shit, like, because I know how serious I am going to take my vows. Like when I'm in a relationship, I don't see nobody but him. I don't pay attention to nothing else. I don't want nothing else. This is who it is, and that's that, and that's how I move. Period. So I do believe that, but I believe marriage is a big commitment. And for some, like for me, it's not a timeline for me. So it's not going to be, well, he didn't, it's been this amount of time, so he didn't do this amount of time, or it's been that amount of time, and I need you to now do. I'm not that. So I agree with it, but I don't necessarily mean that marriage is the end goal for everybody.
Definitely. I don't think that it's the end goal, and I don't think that anybody's wrong for not. I mean, anybody is wrong for not wanting that to be their end goal. But I think you have to know your person. Like, I think you have to know. Like, for me, I need a plan. So I need a man who has a plan set in place. I do better when this is the game plan and we going over it. I need a man who's intentional because I'm intentional. So I feel like when and if I find that person, or if that person when or if that person finds me, then when we know, we know. And I don't think that it takes 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years. I don't think that it takes that long to decide whether or not this is something you can or cannot do. I really do think that you, even as a woman, you know, I would say, within like probably like 3 months, probably like I would say like 1 to 3 months, whether or not this is somebody you could deal with, or you could see yourself growing with, or being under his umbrella and following his lead. I don't think that it takes anybody that long to figure out whether or not this is something that you want to do for the rest of your life, or who you want to be with for the rest of your life. I just don't.
Okay. I mean, I like to take things slow. I especially at this age, because mostly every relationship that I have been in, I pretty much been bullied into that relationship some way somehow.
Consent. Please get consent. Please get consent.
Mm, I have like so, and then it's like my thing is like they do so much to get you, but when they got you, then they don't know what to do with you. So I mean, me
I
among
feel like, but you can only fake being who you are for 3 months tops. I think after that 3 months tops, it's fair to say, like, whoever you are or who you not, it's coming out either way. I feel like 6 to 7 months. We didn't went through a couple seasons, not a couple. Like, we didn't went through a couple seasons. We should have had maybe a little bit of a disagreement. It may not have been a full fledged argument, but it might have been a disagreement.
I'm all about that. I need to know how you argue. I am not the one. I'm not going to start an argument because I don't really like to. I don't like to argue. However, I need to know how you argue, because when some people get mad, they like to say some shit and then try to blame it on the fact that they was mad. Some
Nope.
niggas get real disrespectful. They might talk about your mama. They might talk about how bald you are, but you ain't got no edges. And you already know how that like, bitch, you ain't gonna talk about my motherfucking edges. Like, but and then it might even escalate to the point where it's like you are not necessarily putting your hands on me, but you like to insert some type of
Aggression.
aggression. And it's like we don't even have to go to that level if we're having a disagreement. And I also need to see how you come back from said argument. So I don't believe within those first couple of months or 6 months or whatever, because you are in relationship bliss. Oh, I love him. I like her. Whatever. So it's like you kind of like on your best behavior. If we don't have some type of disagreement, it's cool. But I need to see that argument. I have to. Because it's only going to be but so much you can hold back. You can only hold back so much. It's
But
from
how long do you think a person can fake like or be on their best behavior? Like I don't think that somebody can keep a facade up for that long. And if you are you a good mother, you
no.
real
I mean, I'm not
bad.
necessarily saying a best behavior. I personally feel like within the first 3 months, you are so blinded by this person that it might be little shit that you might overlook because you like this person. Then a couple months later down the line, then now that y'all got your feet wet and y'all starting to really reveal and see who y'all actually are, I don't really believe that you really actually know anybody. No matter how long you might know somebody, like it is not a time limit for me.
I do agree with that. But and I'm not saying like we need to be at this point by the 3 months. We need to be at this point at 6 months, this point at 9 months, and then this point. Well, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is for me, because I'm intentional, I know within the first 3 months if I'm going to give you another 3 months. Like I know within the first 3 weeks if I'm going to give you another 3 weeks or 3 days. Like I know that. So if I'm even in that situation, I know whether or not at 6 months what we doing. I'm not giving you a year of my life to waste. Not doing it because I'm not letting my boyfriend keep me from my husband. Okay,
That's my motto. Don't let your boyfriend keep you from your husband.
not doing that. I don't need you cowing around or moving my blessings and shit around. If this is not going to go anywhere, if I don't like who you are or like what you've presented yourself to be, even if it was a facade, then I don't want to be with you. But I do, I'm not giving somebody a whole year of my life to waste. The max you got with me is 6 months.
Hmm.
Assuming you get past the first 3 days or 3 weeks or
I
whatever.
mean, you don't think that that might be kind of like setting yourself up for failure?
No, I don't. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe in I can tell like when I meet you, depending on where I meet you at and what kind of conversation we're having, if I really even want to if I want to give you my number. And then the way you handle me after that, like what time you text me. Like if we meet each other midday and then you texted me the next day at the end of the day, like 10, 11 o'clock, I'm not interested in you. That's a red flag for me immediately.
Hmm. I mean, I guess. I mean, that's not a red flag for me based off of the fact that I know, how I used to work and things that I got going on in my life. Me texting you, whether it's 10 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock at night, me texting you should just be good enough because I do a lot throughout my day. So I guess I'm a little bit more lenient with that. Now it depends on what you're texting me at 10 o'clock. Like if you talk about can I come over, when you coming to see me, that shit is an instant red flag. But if you actually like really genuinely texted me, how was your I thought about you all day. I didn't have a chance to text you or whatever. How was your day or whatever? Those text messages, I'm more inclined.
I get you a little bit with me. It might, but 9 times out of 10, no.
Hmm.
I don't like that. Don't handle me like that.
All right. So Brandy says, wasn't really listening because his lips and smile are definitely a distraction. He did have nice teeth.
He
Uh,
do. He do.
Facebook user said, could y'all be with someone for 15 years and not be married?
Nope.
Well, Cedar definitely is a no. Again, it depends on the type of relationship we have. If it's a horrible relationship where he's mishandling me, mistreating me, I don't feel wanted, I don't feel whatever, hell no. I'm not sitting around wasting my time. If he's a nigga that's cheating or he's disrespectful or I'm not even a priority, no. But if he's doing what he's supposed to do and he's making me feel comfortable in the relationship, I'm fine with it. I'm just Just me. Facebook user said, laughing my ass off. B, you got robbed at Dick Point. I definitely have been bullied in damn near all of my relationships. It was not like I liked them, but it was never a time where it was like, oh, I want to be with him. Like I've never experienced that. Like I've never been like, oh my God, I want to be with him so
Really?
bad. I've never, because I'm somebody that I literally take my time. I weigh all of the pros and all of the cons, and then I still gotta go back because bitch, I question myself. Like, wait a minute.
I'm a very indecisive person, and I question myself too, but um, I've definitely, I'm always having that. I've always been like that, even in high school. Like, what we doing? Like, all right, you don't want.
Say no. I'm more of a whatever. I go off of the vibe and the energy. Whatever it is that you now, granted, I will let them decide, like, okay, if you want me to be your girlfriend or if you want me to just be dealing with you or we just talking. Wherever box you put me in, I'm okay with being in that box. Like I said last night, just don't try to take me out that box because I'm not going to try to take you out that box. So I'm okay with it. Like I can literally be like, okay, cool. Now, if we're not in a situation where you think we just talking and there's no, I'm not going to just have all my eggs in that basket either.
Am I slight bit controlling? Because I need
Yes.
like
Mhm. We don't even need you to. I don't even need you to finish that. I
I
that
need
yes.
I need to. I've always been that way for as long as I can remember. Like even thinking back to, because I consider myself to have only been in 2 relationships, and even with my first relationship, it was me having that conversation. Like, yo, what we doing? We've been kicking it for the last 7, 8 months. What we doing? And
Hmm.
he he ain't think too long. He ain't think on it too long, and he was like, "Yo, like this is what it is. All right, cool. Now we can."
See, I never want to be that girl. I never want
I
to
don't,
be. I never want to be the ultimatum chick. Like do or die. Like I don't never. Like I said, if I'm feeling away, I have a conversation with you, and depending on how you handle said conversation, then I will make the conscious choice as to what I will have to do going forward. But I'm not going to be like, what are we doing? How long it's going to be? What's that? Or if you don't, I'm doing like I'm not, I don't. I
I
need you to say that you want me naturally. I don't want to have to make it seem like I'm forcing your hand.
I don't feel like I don't feel like that though. I don't like to be. I feel like you control me when you don't tell me what it is. Like I feel like you have the upper hand when I'm just going by. I feel like that. I don't feel like I'm controlling the situation when I ask a question. I deserve the right to know what we
No,
doing.
you most definitely deserve the right to know because at the end of the day, you don't want to waste your time, which is understandable. But at the same time, it's like you could possibly be missing out on the best thing based because they're not moving as far as according to your timeline. These niggas out here is weird. Like these motherfuckers is
Yeah, and I'm not, but I don't want to be a placeholder either. I've never wanted to be a placeholder.
that's fine too. I understand that. I get that as well. So Dom has pulled up. He said, "Hey, ladies, looking
Hey,
good."
huh?
Facebook user, if a nigga take longer than a year, he's really ready. Wait, he's really not ready. He's just comfortable.
I like that. I agree with it.
Hmm. Hmm. Comfortable with what? Just the relationship or the situationship, or what we mean by just comfortable, or just having you. However, he is no future, so just bounce after a year. Is that which does that? That's what do you think they saying? I don't know. Is that
I think that could be all of it. I think that could be a combination of all of it.
okay?
He's getting what he needs. There's no need for him to make a move. Like for I feel like for some men or some people, if they don't like change, so if they're not forced to change or they don't have to change, why would they change it? You get what I'm saying? Is
Okay.
it
So Snook 215 pulled up and he said I should pop up on here then. He also said that's too much trying to figure out someone you don't wait, what? Say that, read that. That's
Try-
I
That's
can't.
too much trying to figure someone out. Don't you think?
Oh. Oh, okay. All right. I was reading it all the
I'm
way
not
wrong.
trying to figure you out. I just need you to know what you want. Like, I just need you to be a decisive person. And which is so crazy because I'm such an indecisive person that I am not indecisive when it comes to shit like that. I need to know.
Dom agrees with me. He said you have to take your time getting into these relationships.
Dom is a dangling the carrots, nigga. Like, like,
just, just dangling it. Okay, I got you. Brandy said, my friend been seeing this guy for about 15 months now. They still kicking it. I'm just minding my business because after that long, a nigga know if he wants you all to himself or not. But I digress.
I'm with you. Facts, Brandy. Facts.
Okay. All right. Luke said, I'm Facebook user. If he doesn't express marriage interest, plan a goal within a year, he just wants a girlfriend. You got to be vocal and intentional and hold them accountable too. That's good advice.
Shout out to Luke. We appreciate you.
Yes, definitely. And of course, yeah, as always, he's definitely a regular on the show. Like I said, it depends. Like I am okay with taking my time. I'm not. It's too many weirdos out here for me. I watch too much fucking Dateline. I watch too much fucking. I watch too much Snap. I watch too many. And my thing is, I at this age, and like I said, marriage necessarily doesn't have to be the end goal for me. A good me having companionship is fine, but we have to have a good type of rapport, a good type of relationship. We have to have whatever it is that I consider for me to be comfortable. I am fine with it. I'm not. I don't need. I can't move within a year and decide whether or not I want to be with you. Like I feel like that is too soon. And it might be my issues that I got. Y'all know I got more issues than Vogue. So it might be one of them.
I don't think it's an issue. I mean, I think it's perfectly fine to go with the flow. I think, if because some people have like commitment issues or that gives them anxiety and stuff like that. But for me, I don't have I don't feel like I have commitment issues. I realize that I thrive better off of plans in general in my life. It don't matter whether it's work, whether it's personal, whether it's just, us hanging out. Like, I thrive better when there's a plan.
Okay. I get it. I understand it. Ain't I mean, I don't feel like it's any right or wrong answer to this, but I mean, I'm okay with I don't if I don't want to feel like a placeholder. That's that. Like if we're in some type of something, as long as you don't make me feel like I'm an option, I am totally okay. I am totally fine with however long this gonna take, whatever that is. Like it like I said, it's based off of energy and the vibe. Because honestly, if it happens, I'm okay with it. Marriage, if it don't happen, I'm okay with it. Marriage is not necessarily the end goal for me personally. So for somebody like you who is looking to be married, then I can understand that as well. Like you don't want to waste your time, and I get that. But for me personally,
I don't, and you know what? It's not even the fact that it's an end goal for. It's not even that because definitely that's the end goal. But it's the fact of you don't deserve all that comes with me. Like you don't deserve it. Like I'm a dope ass chick. I'm a dope ass mom. I'm a dope ass wife, and a way
okay, come through, dope ass.
dope, dope as fuck. Like you don't deserve that. Like I go 100 for my friends. I go all the way for my kids. I go all the way for my man, my husband. I go all the way. You just don't deserve that. And that energy that I'm pouring into you, I could be pouring into someone who actually deserves all of that.
Okay. So Snook 215 said, "Don't block your blessings from someone that's not serious." Okay. Facebook user said, "I understand taking time, but don't you? don't think you're going to take that. Don't think you're going to take too long. I agree with that. Like I'm not around sitting around just, but yeah, like after a while, like you have to realize, know what your standards are, set your boundaries, and then decide to move forward. Like I said, if I have a conversation with somebody and they don't take heed to whatever it is that I'm saying, or they play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it, because bitch, I'm out. Like and honestly, that to me, I feel like that I mean more than somebody talk about, okay, I met you 6 months ago and now I'm your girlfriend. Because I feel like within that time, now I'm still trying to learn you throughout this relationship. Like I need to at least have some type of, I need to know you a little bit. Like I need to know your order if I go to this place. You need to know my order if you go to this place. Like it's I'm greedy. It always go back to food with me. But anyway, I need you to know certain things about me, and I personally don't feel like
But
3 months is enough or 6 months is enough time for you to know the shit that you need to know without having to ask. That's just me personally.
I do, but I don't, cause like, and I feel like for you and for me, it's happened like where we met one person or that person, and we like since we linked up that one time, and we've been together every single day since then. Every single day since then, okay? And it's been there. I didn't been around people or talk to people who was like, yo, I met my wife and
Ow.
we got married within 10 days or 15 days or 30 days. Like, and we've been together for 25, 30 years. So I do believe that you can grow together and learn together and all of that. But I do think that sometimes you just have those moments where you meet somebody and the vibe is just the vibe, and you just spend the rest of however long y'all are together working on it.
Okay. Brandy said that I only get anxiety from a man who has no plans or end goals. Those type of men should not be marriage material for an established goal oriented female.
Exactly.
And Luke said, y'all seen DMX partner ain't get shit when he died. They was together since 1999. Fuck all that. We just together to be together bullshit. And that, I feel like that depends on the type of man. Now, you know that as men, you know that if God forbid something happens to you, that whomever your shorty is, your girlfriend, your chick, your wife, without being a wife, whatever you want to call her, you know that she's not going to have claim to anything. So you know, as a man, if you want this to happen, then this is something that you should make happen. So,
So should I marry you in the ninth hour to
bitch,
ensure?
if listen, okay, if he's on his deathbed before he take his last breath for me to have claim, then we could say I do that. Bitch, what we about to do?
But
Like,
overturn, because then it'll be like he married you. I mean, he wasn't, in the right state of mind. So, uh,
but yeah, it depends on the person, it depends on the man, and that's okay. For me personally, um if I'm with somebody for years, because of the fact I'm the type of female that I am, I take care of myself as well. It's that's not a thing for me. Like me having to get your pension, or me having to do, because I'm not that. I mean, not saying that is anything wrong
that's
with women that's like that, but
I that's happened in my life where my grandmother and my grandfather, they were married, they split eventually, but my grandfather had a long-term partner. When he passed away, my grandmother got everything, and his partner, she got nothing. And my grandmother and him hadn't been together in over 30 years,
mhm.
So it was like
But that's why I say you got to get your paperwork in order. If you're married, you being separated, that means nothing. That separation means absolutely nothing. If you're still married on paper, your spouse is entitled to everything.
yeah.
And if you are somebody that's dealing with somebody that's separated, ain't really got all their paperwork in order, shame on you. Because that's generally how it goes. The spouse stakes claim to everything, even up until his last dying wish. It is what they listen. I mean, it is what it is. But I'm not going to be. Hopefully wouldn't find myself in a situation where I'm dealing with somebody who's separated and not necessarily divorced, and then I have to.
Put it on them, make them want to marry.
And we said, as a man, if I want her to have anything, I'm a marry her. I can respect that. Now, shit, we about an hour and 20 in. Fuck. Shit, your time just go fast when you having fun, don't it?
I'll make them want to marry me.
All right, Rashida. So hold on, we got another comment where it says, again, that's why I take my time with relationships and getting to know your girl, because marriage is a big move. Divorce isn't fun. Shaking my head.
Dangling the carrot.
But that's what I mean. Like, marriage for me, if I do get married, I only want it to be one and done. And like I said, that's not something that I will play with. I'm not playing with marriage. Like, I don't play with that. Like,
I respect the institution of marriage.
Okay? I do. That's why I said I don't fuck husbands. I don't fuck you if you're married.
That's exactly why my next relationship will be my last relationship.
Oh, okay. Grab it. Speak it into existence.
Put it. They gonna wanna marry me.
Luke already asking you, what kind of ring you like, Cedar? 3-carat emerald cut. White gold satin, little something like that.
Me though.
I know, it was funny. So, okay. So since we getting close. We like I said, we've been talking all day. So speaking of Luke, he sent me a video. So it kind of made me think of a topic as far as us having to step outside of our comfort zones. That's a tough one. But me coming into the woman that I am becoming, I am now like really okay with stepping outside of my comfort zone. Like, I've always had an open mind. I've always been willing to do and try or whatever, at least once before I say I don't like it. Unless I just don't like it. Like, no, I'm good. Like, unless it's a real hard no. But I'm okay with, like I said, I'm now able to apologize, be accountable, admit when I'm wrong. When I was younger, but
you know that's a big red flag for men.
What?
Them not being us women not being accountable.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I'm learning that men have feelings too. Because I didn't believe it. I listen, it just was a thing. I didn't believe that men had feelings. I'm willing to, step outside myself, take a step back, look at the situation before I just go 0 to 100 real quick. It might be 0 to 50. And then depending on how you aggravate the situation, whether it goes to 100 or back to 0. But I'm a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. But comfort zones. I'm trying to get better with calling, texting first. But I don't be thinking about it out of sight, out of mind with that.
You don't call or text first?
Mm-mm. Like, if I don't hear from somebody for a certain set amount of time, yeah, okay. Like, hey, what's up? But generally, I'm not good with that. Even with people that I just meet, like, it's just
no. I'm not texting or calling you when we just meet. I will leave that up to the guy. But if we've been flowing for a little bit, yeah, I'm gonna call you just out the blue and be like, hey, I just wanted to hear your voice.
See, I'm not that girl. Cause I'd be like, okay, bye, click. You heard it. Like, I feel like if I'm calling you, I need to be calling you for something, because I don't like to just be calling somebody with nothing to say.
It's not that, like,
that's just my thought process.
Y'all make me feel aggressive, and I don't feel like I'm being aggressive. Like, I like the back and forth. I need to let you know that I'm interested just as much as you interested. And I feel like that's how I look at it. Like, if I call you, like, even if we text throughout the course of the day, like, you might have texted me good morning, I text you back, or we've been like chit-chatting back and forth, or I know you're about to go into work and you can't really talk like that, I might pick up the phone. Well, not might. I am going to pick up the phone and be like, hey, like, I just wanted to wish you a good day before you went in. Like yeah,
Yeah, I get like before I wasn't the type to like express myself if they didn't express themselves first. I was that. Like,
sometimes
but now I'm now there. Like I'm now getting comfortable enough to be like, I miss you. I was feeling this or I was feeling that without them having to tell me first. Like that I'm stepping outside of my that wasn't in my wheelhouse before. Like
oh, Jesus.
it wasn't a thing for me. So now I'm getting to the point in my life where I'm getting more comfortable being that way, because I don't know if it was like a rejection thing for me, because I don't feel like I would get rejected, but I didn't feel like I needed to do that either. That's what it was. I didn't feel like I needed to do that. I didn't feel like I needed to tell him how I feel unless he told me how he's feeling. I was that girl. I'm not going to lie. No.
I mean, it's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I'm that girl in the beginning, but once you give me the go, or once I'm getting enough from you, I have no problem opening up just a little bit more, just giving you a little bit more of me. That's why I can't be giving all of this shit away for years and years and years and years.
Oh, okay. I mean, but I'm still a good girlfriend though. But I gotta be a girlfriend to be a good girlfriend. Like
No more girlfriend.
that's how I used to be. But I'm getting to the point, like if I'm really feeling him or whatever, I make it a point to let him know that I'm feeling him and all of that. I'm still bad with calling and texting first, based off of the fact like I'm always late, running late. I'm here, I'm there. I'm always that. But like I said, if I'm dealing with somebody and I don't hear from them, I'm used to hearing from them every day, and I don't hear from them by a certain time. Yeah, I'll call and check in. But I typically don't call or text first.
Am I really aggressive? Y'all got me questioning myself. But
So what are you doing stepping outside your comfort zone?
I don't know.
You know what I want you to do to step outside your comfort zone, and this might be inappropriate, but fuck it, we friends, and only I can say this shit to you. I want you to start sucking dick. I want that for you. I want that for you.
I will suck my husband's dick.
Oh God.
I will suck it. Like, how many licks does it take to see pop or whatever? I will do that. But I don't think everybody deserves a dick suck. I don't. I don't think that they do.
I'm gonna pray on it. I'm pray on it.
But you know what? It's not that it does make me uncomfortable. Yeah, it does.
Mm.
Ooh,
Why does it make you uncomfortable?
cause I be in my head. I really be in my head. I be like, did this nigga just? How long did he just wash his balls? Or
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna feed you some shots of Henny. Just feed us some shots of Henny, and we'll see what happens. No, I do. But I think.
But hold on, let me give a disclaimer, because I feel like I'm going to get a lot of backlash for this, right? Let me give a disclaimer, okay? I do participate, okay? It's just not always, and I'm not initiating it, if that makes sense. And if I do, I really gotta fuck with you. Like, we gotta be, we locked in, ain't no switching up, okay? I don't get that shit away to anybody. You see how pretty my teeth is? You see how pretty this smile is?
I have pretty teeth too. What?
I ain't saying it, but I ain't just sucking. Look, I ain't just sucking anything.
I mean, but no, I will commend you, because you have been stepping outside your comfort zone a lot lately, amongst shit that I don't know if you want to disclose on the show or not, so we're not going to, unless you're comfortable with you disclosing it. But so I am proud of the steps that you're taking. But I want that from you. I want you to really tap into your superpower and tell me, bitch, I done tapped into my superpower, like, and I had this nigga like this. Once I get that conversation, bitch.
When my husband come along.
Okay, when my husband come along
and he be like, Put it on a make her wanna man.
So, the reason that we're speaking of comfort zone, like I said, Luke has sent me a video that I thought was great to share because this is actually something that I've done and something that I do on the regular, because I enjoy meat. But here's the video.
In Philadelphia, I went to the Four Seasons, JG Sky High to be exact, at the time that she said, which is earlier than later. Literally, those men in there were on me like I was honey and they were bees. Now, she said to go by yourself because there were other girls that came as a group that was trying to do the same thing. Baby, they didn't pay them no mind because that's intimidating. They didn't want to go up there to 7 girls and then get let down. But me sitting at the bar by myself, whether you are just networking or going out there to freestyle, you need to get out your comfort zone and go to these happy hours and these places by yourself. I literally made connects with 3 people and my tab was paid. So there was literally nothing that I lost in this experience. Sprinkle, sprinkle, ladies.
So a little bit of context. Ladies, go by yourself. It's okay to go out by yourself. You don't need a gang of girlfriends. And whether you're looking for a man or not, I don't really go by myself because I'm looking for a man. It's just I might not have nobody to go out with, and I want to go out to eat, so I'm gonna take myself out to eat. I treated myself to lunch not too long ago by myself. So,
that's a thing to date yourself.
Yeah, like it's also a form of self-care, self-love, or whatever it is that you want. Whatever they calling it nowadays. But so what you were saying was you go to a happy hour by yourself if you're looking for somebody. Men are more inclined to approach you because you're not sitting around a gang of your girlfriends. Thank you. I couldn't get it out of my mouth. I had to think about it. So it's something that you might want to try. You might like it. Like I said, I enjoy my own company. I could be in my room for days and not talk to nobody, not speak to nobody, because I'm just that lit. Like I enjoy myself.
We know the best since like
hey. I'm a good time by my motherfucking self, and I'm a good movie picker and watcher. So I could do all of that by myself. So with that being said, ladies, stepping outside your comfort zone, you don't necessarily need a group of women to go out to have a good time. You don't need a nigga to go out to have a good time. Shit, date yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I've definitely taken myself out on a date or two. I've even went to the bar by myself, and definitely had a good time or had a decent time. Yeah, and I also seen something where they was like, if you are looking for a man, like sports bars and stuff like that, those are the places you want to go. Even cigar lounges, you know what I'm saying? Like, get out there, push yourself out there, and have a good time. I don't think nothing is wrong with it. I actually was thinking about going to that place and having a little drinky drink.
Okay. It's nothing wrong with it. It definitely isn't anything wrong with that. So, each said, damn cousin, you ain't hitting niggas up. I don't. I don't. I'm so, and like it's not intentional. Like it's not like, oh well, I'm just gonna wait for him to text me or wait for him to call. I don't do that. But like I said, if I don't hear from somebody by a certain time, yeah, I'm on his line. I'm on that line. You best believe it. But no, I don't do it first. Then she says, those Capricorns. You know me too well. Luke says, Cedar, you're not aggressive. Cedar doesn't do what? Yeah, she's not a.
I didn't say I don't do it. I just said I don't give it to everybody. Don't do me, okay? Everybody.
Yeah, I'll let her explain. That's what it is. He said, I know goddamn well. Okay. Down there go his aggression. See, argue with him first to see. To see how this shit play out. He also said, I gotta get out my chair like a team that just lost the damn Super Bowl. Cedar, you are really you got him going through the motions now. Dom said, this year stepping out of your comfort zone for me. I'm expressing my feelings more, somewhat. Somewhat.
He just keep proving my point with this carrot, okay? Put the carrot next to Coleman or in between Coleman, okay?
And Randy said the W across from my job was going to try it. I always wanted to go to the W.
I've been there.
Don't
I,
they have like a swim club or something? Like a swim
they
membership?
do, like, you can rent like a cabana.
I wanted to do that last summer.
We can do that. We can talk about that off.
Yeah, that'd be cute. Off camera, we could do that.
But it's definitely a good place. The atmosphere is nice. The music is what is that word that I'm looking for?
A vibe. It's like
Not a vibe. I won't say the vibe, but I will say it's like a mix. It's a mix of, R&B, hip hop, a mix of pop, all of that stuff. But it is a beautiful place to be.
oh, okay.
Ballet service, yes.
We might need to go down there and check out happy hour one day.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe we should
Oh,
go by ourselves.
and I can attest, and I've been there. And when I was there, me and my girlfriends, our bill was like, oh, I want to say maybe like 400 or 500.
Mm-hmm.
They paying tabs.
Child. We might get to swing down here. It's like I'm just playing. Big Roll peeking in, and he said, "Hugs, ladies." Hey, Roll, thanks for pulling up. So, yeah, we've been chatting away, chatty Cathy's. So real quick, that's what we're going to do. We're going to end the segment of Pillow Talk. And we might as well slide right into Taboo Talk. So tonight on Taboo Talk, we're talking limits. Okay, limits. I really don't feel like reading this, but I'm going to. So limits, consent. There's that word. Oh, for everybody that just pulled up, we have a new drinking game. Anytime we say the word of the show, consent, you have to take a sip of something.
I'm all out.
It's me too. I've been sipping all show. So consent is paramount in kink. If you're just getting started or want to slowly introduce BDSM into an existing relationship, both you and your partner should make a list of your soft and hard limits. A soft limit is something that you're curious about yet unsure if it's right for you, such as name calling. A hard limit is something that you consider, and I'm sorry, that you are certain is off limits, such as electrostimulation. I don't know if that'd be a hard no for me, but maybe. I don't know. It might be a soft no. I don't know. Writing out your hard and soft limits with a partner is a wonderful way to get to know another side of each other. Along with implementing limits, it is important to choose a safe word. Pineapples. That is no or stop, because some couples will use such a language as part of their role play. Your hard and soft limits are likely to involve the more you explore so it's important to keep having those conversations with your partner. And like I always say, remember, kink is about continuous consent. I'm out of something but consent, and what makes you feel comfortable and sexiest. So, limits, hard nose and soft nose. I already said what my hard no's are. Age play is a hard no for me. Scat play is a hard no for me. What else is a hard no for me?
So, nigga, put your feet back in your socks for B. She don't want to see your feet.
Carpet munching is a hard no for me.
I'm with you. Keep going. There are no's for the both of us, okay?
Definitely a hard no. I'm trying to think what else my hard no's are. Hard no for you.
Somewhat more pain. I don't mind a pinch, but pain is a hard no for me. Pain does not equate to pleasure for me.
I like pain with my pleasure. But like I say, you got to start off slow, okay? If you going to smack my ass, I don't need you to smacking it like you're trying to smack it the fuck off my body. Like, I don't need that. Like, a nice little sting here and there, a nice little bite here and there, I'm okay with, I'm cool with. But I don't need you to be trying to rip off my skin or my nipples and things of that nature. Start off slow, depending on how intoxicated I might be. I just might like it. But you better start off slow first.
Yeah,
I don't need you going for a throttle. No.
I'm like soft, like the soft pain. I don't need you trying to. I don't feel like sometimes men know their own strength, which is where that becomes a problem. But other than that, I don't think I really have any other hard news.
Okay. And Luke is giving us a list, ladies. Golf clubs, tennis clubs too, cigar lounges. That's where you want to meet goal-oriented, intentional men that do business and got business. See how that's in capital? Got business.
I'm with
Don't let him
you.
tell you that he started a business without paperwork. So, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with a little startup, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, you know.
Definitely cigar lounges. It's a vibe in there too. It really is. I've been to one.
If you find the right one, I've been to a couple of cigar lounges. The only thing that I don't like about cigar lounges is it being your hair.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I don't like. I don't like my hair smelling like smoke, even though I am a weed smoker. Um, but it's like my own hair, especially like taking my hair out and smelling it. It's like, oh god,
Yeah. That's
I don't
that's
like it.
the downside to it, but ain't nothing a little dry shampoo can't help you with, boo.
I never used it, but I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna try. Luke says, "See the limits hurt my damn feelings." Laughing my ass off.
Luke, don't do me, okay?
Don't do her.
What happened to my ring, Luke? Damn.
What happened to that 3 carat emerald cut white gold band? What happened? What happened to that? Anybody listening, take a note. It's like, no, I'm just playing. Psych. Big Rose said, you may not electrocute me.
I heard that.
You may not electrocute me.
Especially since he ain't got no sleeve and his nipples always out. You know what I'm saying?
And Dom said, hygiene and going near my ass is a hard no for him. I feel like that's a hard no for a lot of men. But I feel like even if it is not a hard no, if it's a soft no or a yes, I don't feel like they're going to say that.
You gonna get bust upside your head.
I don't want to go nowhere near your ass. That's not a thing for me.
You get bust right upside your head, sis.
I'm cool. Big Rose said, if you trying to do robbery play, you better hope I recognize you quick before I start doing WWF moves. And my cousin Nene pulled up. Hey, cuz, what's up? Love you. Thanks for showing some love. So they said, outside of my partner choking me and ass slapping are my hard limits. Some men get too excited. No true calm stories here. Laughing my ass off.
Love a good choke.
And she said, I see y'all holding it down. Yes, a good choke can be a good time. It could be a good time. But again, I don't need your full aggression.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta know your strengths, gentlemen. Know your strengths.
Yeah, like if I do something that I might want you to go a little bit harder, go a little bit not, but I don't need you to have me out here like a cat or something with my tongue hanging out. Like, bitch, I can't breathe. Okay, like that's not cute. Also, I've said it time and time again. A good hair pull is a good damn time. But know how to pull that hair. I don't need you to cause no breakage. I don't need you snatching no edges. I don't need that. And depending on what the hairstyle is, because as you guys know, I change my hair like I change my draws. Sometimes a hair pull may not be good because you might be pulling off my wig. It's not going to stop nothing, but I don't need you to just be upset. Like, I don't need you to be shocked. I don't just okay. I got some Meek Millies under here, but you'll be all right. just stay in the groove. Just stay in the groove. So Big Rose said, "Smoke in the hair ain't for everybody." Be you right? Yes, I don't like it. And Facebook user, I'll take a good choke, but don't touch my. I think that's hair. Yeah, hair. That's what it is. So we went a little long tonight, sis.
We did.
We almost gave them 2 hours. We had an hour and 45, but I see people still rocking. Should we keep going or should we cut it loose?
I
I
think
don't know.
we're
What
gonna let
you
we
say?
gonna cut them loose. We gonna
Cut
cut.
them loose. Let them loose.
We dropped some game tonight. I wish we had sound effects like.
Pew, 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 pew. So Luke said all my limits are soft. If it turns you on, I'ma try it unless it's extreme. Age, shit, family, role play, scat are only hard limits for real. Okay.
Not mad at that, Luke. We appreciate that.
Yeah, scat is definitely a hell no. I'm sorry. Like I said, this is a safe space, and whatever you like is what you like. But if you, that's a little different for me. It is. Big Rose said, so Luke jabbing that Cedar behind my back. Oh, disloyal motherfucker. I'm gonna need y'all not to be gang warring over Cedar, okay?
Yes, I love y'all both. Okay, love y'all both.
Well, shit. I mean, like I said, if y'all want to see her in person, make sure y'all pull up to our meet and greet.
Ow.
She will be in the building along with myself, Mr. Cheese, and Taj Mahal. That will be July 12th at 8 p.m. So if you guys ain't doing nothing, make sure you mark your calendar because this is something that you don't want to miss. Trust me when I tell you. But, so we about to get out of here. It's been a good one. It's been fun. But, yeah, got to go. What they used to say on Urban Expressions, I don't remember. But, yeah. But anyway, see anything you want to say to the people before we officially dip?
I want y'all to have a good weekend. I want y'all to turn up and let us know next week if y'all tried anything that was outside of your norm and let us know how it went. I want to know. Like, let us know how it went.
Yeah, let us know. We a little newsy. That's my Philly. I know it's nosy, but we a little newsy. Okay. But yeah, let us know. But as always, I would like to thank all of you guys for tuning in and rocking with us with another week. Make sure you guys, if you don't already know, to catch out the Rabbit Hole 13 every Wednesday night live at 9 p.m. hosted by comedian Mr. Cheese, me, myself, and comedian Taj Mahal. It's a good time. It's all the time. I don't know how else to say it. So you can catch us here the same place, same time. Also, make sure if you guys haven't already done so, like and follow and share, subscribe, and all of that other good stuff. But yeah, we'll catch you here next week, same time, same place. Like I always say, always be positive, always stay empowered, and ladies, stay pretty. And as always, I love you all, and I appreciate you guys showing up every week. So I'll catch you guys later. Mwah. See ya.